nothing that I can't solve, nothing that I can't overcome. I'm very experienced. I've been doing this for a long time. I've fought every type of opponent there is, and you know, I've got the knowledge. You know, the more times you fight, the more experienced you are, the more times you've traveled to places to train, to learn different sparring partners. It's all experience that you can pull out of the library, you know, when you need to. When you're stuck in a question, I've got so much experience that I can just refer to situations that I've been in. So there's not really an opponent that I ain't prepared for. I fought the world-class wrestlers, I fought the world-class jiu-jitsu guys, I fought the world-class strikers, especially recently competing at high-level kickboxing. There's nobody I ain't ready for. Nobody's can give me a problem that I ain't prepared for. I just do my job. I think it's just my style of the way I think means that it's normally ends destructively. I just want to go in, do my job, do what my coach says, do my techniques, and finish a fight. Importantly, every round, if the guy's not gone in the first, my thought process going into the second round is I need to finish him in the second round and third, and if it's a championship fight, all the way to the fifth. You know, I'm always looking to finish a guy. I'm never thinking, oh, I'm ahead on points, I can just cruise this one out. Yeah, but the added pressure of being the best is something that I've got used to. You know, I've considered myself the best for a long time, especially in the UK, and that's pound for pound. I keep saying it. So it's just the fact that I've considered myself to be at that level for so long. It's just you know, it's just become easy to deal with. Obviously, I know it's a common thing that people say, but I love the sport. You know, and I think the people that do fight so regularly and fight for so long, it's because of a love of the sport. You know, or you wouldn't be doing it, especially for these guys that are not at a super high level where they can get paid lots, where they can fight full time. You know, some guys are holding down other jobs as well, so why are they doing it? And it's just for the fact they love the sport. A lot of the guys like myself grew up wanting to be ninjas, wanted to be Bruce Lee, wanted to be Jackie Chan, and I think it's just that child, that ambition, the dream and all that sort of stuff is what keeps us going with living, you know, what we aspired to be when we were kids. Well, obviously, firstly, Melvin is a very good friend of mine, and in the early days, this is when I was at Cage Rage. Melvin did a lot for me. I was just a young guy in the sport. Still, I was quite well accomplished, but he flew me out to Amsterdam. He allowed me to stay in his house. He fed me. He washed my clothes for me. He allowed me to train with him for free. I rode with him everywhere he went. I was driving with him there in the passenger seat, so I got to see a lot. I got to learn a lot about how to be a professional sportsman. There's also a lot of stuff about business and other little things that I learned from him. So Melvin is like a brother to me. Obviously, we've drifted apart as we're both pursuing our careers, but I consider Melvin to have been a big influence on my career. So the chances of me fighting him, you know, they're not very realistic. But saying that, there are some situations that could lead us to fight. Well, one situation, which is a tournament format. You know, if me and Melvin are in separate brackets and he qualifies, I qualify, and we have to meet, then you know, it'd be unfortunate, but we'd have to fight. I know we're very honest in that we're fighting for money and it's a business, so we're both going to get paid for it, and you know, one of us will go on and do very well and one of us won't. But you know, I don't see the fight happening, but that's one scenario where it's a possibility that it could happen. We met Bjorn one time in the hallway over in Florida, and he was a nice guy when we met him. He wasn't very helpful when I had my situation over at Bellator, and I am happy to see Scott Coker in the position that he's in. But you know, me and Bjorn, we didn't speak much, but he didn't help much when he could have helped a lot more. You know, he put me in a bad situation, not allowing me to fight, and charging promoters money to have me fight in the shows. I missed a few fights and a few good opportunities, and you know, it put me in a bit of a bad position financially as well. I was behind on payments and stuff, and it left me trying to catch up when I was in quite a comfortable position. But you know, that's life, and you learn from it. And now I'm getting back up there, getting back to the top, and you know, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, Douglas Lima is a very good athlete, very good striker, very good fighter. You know, he's a Bellator champion. Nice guy as well. When I was doing some press stuff with Bellator, when I was originally there, we hung out for a bit. We went downtown, Universal Orlando or whatever, chilled, drank, ate or whatever. And he's a good guy. You know, he's the type of guy that would be in my training camp, type of guy that I could hang out with, you know, or whatever, you know, he could be a friend. But he's beatable, and I want to be the champion at Bellator, so there's going to be a point where we stood across the cage from him, and then we'll see if my assumption of him is right, and we'll see how the fight turns out.